Thank you, Madam Chair. All right, so I heard this bill in committee, and what struck me was listening to the treasurer talk about how there was this money in the Treasury, unclaimed property fund, and then a legislator asked, majority party legislator asked, if that money could be used to fund other programs, like, say, a loan. And the treasurer went on to say what a bad idea that would be, that this was actually a trust fund. And the problem with this trust fund is it's being trusted to the General Assembly, who can't be trusted. So that makes that a problem, because what I saw immediately in the eyes of the legislators on the majority side was just the lights going off, then saying, there's how much money? There's how much money? It sounded like a slot machine. Ding, 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 ding. Not inaccurate, correct, not inaccurate. The majority party heard that there was money. There's money left in the pockets of Coloradans, so they're going to do some deep diving to find it. I don't know why you don't just do a bill that says, send us all your money, because we're coming after it all anyways. From each according to what he's able, to each according to what he needs, something like that. So, yeah. So lots of money in obligations, lots of money in a trust, and a huge lesson as to why you should not trust the General Assembly with money. So, and I'm going to run this amendment at the behest of the sponsor. I wasn't going to run it otherwise, but she did ask nicely. So this pleaded, in fact, because we really need to know what the benefit is in order to do the cost-benefit analysis. So we have $100 million, so we need to know what the cost is. So I move L019 to House Bill 1268 and ask that it be displayed.
Down to 50 now.
Did they give me the wrong number? Do you want to renumber it?
The committee will go into a brief recess. The committee will come back to order. Rep. DeGraff.
Thank you, Madam Chair. So the issue here is that we had the committee report. So the committee report, then it becomes a settled question. So it's now the bill, but I can't amend the bill because it was the committee report. So I'm just going to speak to the benefit of this $100 million because it's ultimately, or $50 million for the collection of $100 million or something like that out of the trust fund by people who are untrustworthy.
Rep. DeGraff, would you like to formally withdraw this amendment first?
I withdraw L019 from House Bill 1268.
Okay, L19 is withdrawn. To the bill, Rep. DeGraff.
So this, again, what we have is we have 3,200 billion tons of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. It's between 0.03% and 0.04% of the dry atmosphere. And the interesting thing about that is 0.02% is where everybody dies. So if you go below that, we're really right on the ragged edge of, like if this was a spaceship, say Earth was a spaceship hurtling through space at millions of miles per hour, our life support system would be right on the very, very edge of killing everything on the planet. Fortunately, it's not a spaceship and we're not hurtling through space at millions of miles per hour around a burning orb. In the last 100 years, because of humans' desire to extract the solar energy and hydrocarbons, the release of carbon dioxide, which makes plants grow, carbon dioxide is about 2% of the greenhouse gases. Humans in general across the world make 35 billion tons. Colorado itself makes 0.125 billion tons, and that's according to the Colorado Energy Office. So these numbers have all been validated by the Colorado Energy Office. Colorado, the CO2 contributes about 10% of the 40-degree greenhouse gas that keeps the planet habitable. And so if you look at 10% of 40 degrees of 0.125 divided by 3,200, you get 0.00016 degrees Celsius. So if Colorado went for net zero, in theory, you would save the planet from 0.00016 degrees Celsius. Now, most everybody would die, but you'd be able to feel good about saving the planet the temperature that the Earth transitions through in about half a blink. The majority party of Colorado declares that this is in the best interest of Coloradans to spend $100 million out of the trust fund in order to stave off the 0.00016. Why? Because they can, because they want to. I don't know why, but it accomplishes nothing. It takes money from the trust fund. The people of Colorado should not trust the General Assembly to do any of this stuff, as proven by bills like this and the scientifically proven math of what this actually accomplishes, which is 0.00016. You could round it up to 0.0002 degrees Celsius. That would be fine with me, but it still accomplishes nothing.
Rep. Joseph.